Ben Owens. I'm originally from here in Santee, California, and I'm a guitar player. Music is such a vital part of my life, and I'm so thankful for it that I almost can't imagine what I would do if I couldn't play at all. I think primarily I'm a fingerstyle guitar player, and that comes from growing up listening to Chet Atkins and Tommy Emanuel and them being my main influences. And then through both of those guys I was exposed to so many other styles like Django Reinhardt and a lot of the swing and jazz and that kind of stuff. One of my other big interests, and maybe will become one of my primary interests if I couldn't make music, would probably be writing. Just because I find so many parallels, especially when you're improvising in music, you're trying to make every single note speak and say something worth listening to the listener, something that moves people, and just to trim away all the filler so that it's not just playing things by rote, but playing every note intentionally. So that it's something beautiful and something original every time. And really, it's kind of the same way for a writer, for an author, that it's a matter of, not just slopping words down on a page, but precisely and carefully picking the words that make beautiful literature that will speak to people for decades to come. I've had a lot of great experiences. It's hard to narrow down one as the top. But it's pretty hard to top the first time I played on stage with Tommy Emanuel. I was just 17. We were at the East County Performing Arts Center, and it was a pretty big crowd, and he had asked me to play a tune with him. And just to get up and to feel, his guitar pulsing the way it does, just impeccable time, and then to be right there playing with him, from as close as I am to you, was just amazing, and I don't think it's something that I'll ever forget. It was really pretty life-changing. Investing the time that I have in music has given me such a more sharp, a more keen attention to beauty in everything all around me, in literature, in nature, wherever, because I work so hard and have for so long at trying to make beautiful music. I think it makes me appreciate beauty and other people's efforts at creating beauty in just about every field. The challenge in a coffee house is to keep people's attention, right? Because you want them to have a good time, and it's cool when everyone's hanging out and chatting, but at the same time, you want what you're doing to be good enough where people can listen and sit up and go, wow, that's really cool. So in a setting like this, it's trying to find that balance between, on the one hand, you have to be introspective enough to just really try and make every single note count so that it sounds as good as it possibly can, and the phrasing and the tone and everything is there. And then on the other hand, being sure that you're reaching out and actually making that connect with people so that it's not just going out there, but that it's going to them and that they feel that. So we are the Ben Owens Trio. I play lead guitar. My brother Jameson plays rhythm guitar, and he solos as well. And then our youngest brother Joseph Owens plays drums. The rehearsal dynamic is fun. It's, I've been in rehearsals with people where you have to play with them, but you don't necessarily get along that great. Unfortunately, it's nothing like that. It sort of tends to the other end of the spectrum where it's like, we got to try not to goof off too much and try and focus on the tunes a lot of times, because we get each other's sense of humor, and it's a lot of fun, but it can easily just get off the track into slapstick almost sometimes. But when we really get down to it and we really drop into a groove, there's nothing quite like it. It's a good time. We appreciate so much of the same core of music, but we're all three really different, and our voices are totally different. There are certain certain things that each of us are a little more attracted to. Like Joe's on the drums, he's just so rhythmic and always has been. And ever since he was a toddler, he would walk up to a coffee table and just start pounding out rhythms, and they would just be like, impeccable. And then Jameson is just so, like, his dexterity is just amazing. He's always just been so natural. He'll learn a solo, or he'll hear a player, and you hear him in the next few days, and it's just like, man, he's got the licks, he's got the intonation. So I think probably it's mostly just the natural internal difference, and each of us gravitating to what is our ideal voice, our ideal mode of expression.
To learn more or to view additional interviews with San Diego artists, visit locallivesproject.com. Support for Local Lives is provided by the Coffeemeister Santee Coffee House, dedicated to bringing true coffee culture to East County, San Diego through a focus on quality, community, and coffee.